is a known offender convicted of a murder and a series of sexual assaults. When you've looked at him, what type of offender do you think he is?
He's a situational offender, and he targets his victims using their availability and their vulnerability.
We know from looking at Taylor's background that there was this veneer of respectability about him, Graham. He was in the boys' brigade, he meets his wife who was in the girls' brigade, he runs a little local business.
Does that make him a classic hiding in plain sight offender?
Absolutely. He's not living on the fringes of society, he's integrated into his community. He's a man that will be grooming the environment in which he lives, and he's decided to capitalise on that moment in time. I think what we know about Taylor's offending is just a very small snapshot. And in fact, there's one murder that I've been looking into, and that is the murder of Donna Healey in Leeds.
Who's Donna Healey?
So Donna Healey is a young sex worker. She was 18 when she went missing in 1988. And her body was found in 1991 on a building site in Leeds. We're not sure how she was killed, but her body was found in a mummified state.
And why do you think that she might be linked to Leanne and Debra?
Well, when you link crimes, particularly murders, you have to have a linking criteria. We've got Donna Healey's body appears to have been stored. We've got Leanne Tirenan's body that appears to have been stored. And we've got Debra Wood's body that appears to have been stored. That's what's called a signature. So if you want to start to understand why people commit serious sexual crime, if not murder, you have to start looking back at their life. And often what we see with offenders like Taylor is we see significant life events. When they're under stress, that's when the offending tends to spiral out of control. So if you come to this screen and you start to map out some of the significant life events, interestingly, if we look at 1977 as an example, in September his father dies, in the same month he marries, and 4 months later, in December 1977, he commits his first sexual offence, or at least the first offence we know about. If you come down here and look at the disappearance of Debra Wood, you find that that is 8 months before he separates from his wife.
So you're suggesting that the stress that he would have been under with his relationship probably breaking down might have been the stress which led him to want to kill Debra?
It's possible. People don't just go out and offend. There has to be some kind of reason behind the offending. Often they find the offending as a de-stressor, and it helps them cope with those difficult periods in their life.
Now, John Taylor has not admitted to murdering anyone else except Leanne Tirenan. But in relation to John Taylor and the murder of Debra Wood, should we see him as a prime suspect, a priority suspect, or should we ignore him completely?
Well, we certainly shouldn't ignore him. In my professional opinion, I think that the disappearance and the murder of Debra Wood, I would say that Taylor is a very good suspect.